Leesburg is Lake County's oldest city. It was established in the year 1857 after Evander Lee moved to the area with his wife and 8 children. The city underwent many iterations of government, and in 1922, the city charter established a city commission. 4 years later, in 1926, City Hall was built. Throughout its nearly 170-year history, Leesburg has had many leaders, many men and women who worked hard to ensure the city has a bright future. Stepping into the role of leading the city in 2026 is Leesburg's own Allison Berry, who is the first Black woman to serve as the city's mayor. On today's episode of Inside Leesburg, we're going to take a look at Leesburg's past, present, and future with our very own Mayor Berry. Mayor Berry, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And congratulations on this new role that you've been chosen for as our mayor here in Leesburg. Now, the Berry name is well known here in Leesburg. Can you tell us a little bit about your family's roots?
Yes, this is my father's hometown. Longia James Berry was affectionately known as L.J. Berry. He was the oldest of 7, and he grew up on East Street on the east side of town. My father went off to college in Greensboro, North Carolina, at North Carolina Agricultural Technical University, and then later went to the war and then returned back to college. Excuse me. During that time, my father did an internship in Clifton Forge, Virginia, which is my mother, Agnes Berry's hometown, and that's where they met. My mother then relocated to the Leesburg area, and history is here, and that's where they resided, and up until 2009 my dad passed away and my mother is still here, and that is basically the gist of the story.
Yes. I understand community service was very important to them.
Oh yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about the kind of service they did for Leesburg?
Well, both of my parents were public school teachers for many years. In fact, they met while teaching in Clifton Forge, Virginia. My father was an industrial arts teacher as well as a athletic director at the at the Leesburg Junior High, which was prior to Carver Heights High School at the time. My mother was early education, in which she started her own kindergarten class prior to integration. Their community service, how can I begin? I don't know even how to explain it, because in our house, that's what you do. You help people. We know someone that needs help, someone knows that we need help, and they come around and you assist one another. It was never anything that it was just understood that's what you do. And through our church life, through our neighborhood, our communities, and even our families, that's what we do as people. We help one another. So yeah. Service is something that just is a standard, and you just begin doing it at an early age, from picking up trash in the neighborhood to helping an elderly person get their groceries in out of the car. It just was something that you just had to do, and you knew to do it because that's how you were taught. That's how we were taught.
Yeah, I love that. Service is standard.
Yes.
So when you think about growing up here in Leesburg, what stands out the most?
I have many fond memories here in Leesburg. One I would like to say is the fact that our community protected the children. Mm-hmm. We could go out and play and do whatever, and everybody knew one another, and we were always feeling safe and knew that we were protected because someone was watching, and that was always a good thing. So. Yeah.
Now, you still share your home with your mother. What lessons did she pass on to you that continue to guide your life and your leadership?
No, correction, my mother's home. My mother shares her home with me.
Got it.
I relocated back during COVID to care for my mother. Mm-hmm. Both of my parents were taught life lessons and leadership skills to us. I'm the youngest of four, and it could go from, I could just say one thing I could live by is never let a situation determine who you are. We were again taught to share, to be respectful, to provide service and assistance when someone needs it. By no means were we perfect now, just understand, but it was just understood. You could not see somebody in need and not help them.
Right, right. Now, when a family name carries history, there can also be a sense of responsibility. How did you feel that growing up, and how has that shaped the way that you lead today?
Yes, absolutely. There was always a sense of responsibility for our family name because that's just who they stood for. You begin to take some form of pride in where you come from, where you live, and that brings on a whole nother level of respect that you give to someone and someone provides it to you. One thing is treat people like you want to be treated. Another life lesson, if you can help someone, help them. If you can't, leave them alone. But you never take a circumstance and try to take it to your advantage, to use it for not the will of a person that you're trying to help.
Right, right. As a child growing up in Leesburg, was there anyone that influenced you?
Oh my goodness. Kaylin, I won't even begin to try to answer that. We had a village in which raised us, and still now, there are several mentors and people that are encouraging now that I'm back. I won't even try to attempt to name anyone because I could not exclude anybody. It was just understood that support was always there, from school to social activities to church activities and just within the family itself. And of course, the community.
The community that you grew up in and it being a village. Now, when you got that gavel, who was the first person that you thought about?
My father. He would be so proud, as well as my family. Everyone was excited. I was excited.
Yeah.
I could name so many more, but I won't even attempt because I don't want to exclude anyone. Even now, the support, the calls, the encouragement that I receive, not just for this role as what I just received, but as my role as commissioner. I constantly get a reminder of, we're proud of you, continue what you're doing a great job. Oh, why are you doing that? I mean, it just depends, but it's important, and it means a lot that people really care and feel comfortable enough saying what they need to say.
Absolutely. I bet your family is very proud, and it's a continuation of the Berry family legacy. We've got a few more questions for you when we come back from our break. So when we return, we'll talk about Mayor Berry's path to public service. We'll be right back.